Yeah, when I came to law school, I had worked in social services beforehand, and that was what sort of led me to pursue a legal career in a similar area. But I wasn't really exactly sure in terms of the exact position that I would be looking for. And so I, had to do a lot of research in terms of trying to figure out exactly what those types of positions are.
Because we can now open students' minds to different career paths that they can now take, as opposed to simply the traditional practice of law within a law firm setting, usually a big city law firm setting. So it gets them thinking about different ways of using their law degree to achieve either personal goals or to help give back to the community, or just finding that rewarding career that they ultimately want to achieve.
Well, a lot of students come into law school hoping to engage in social justice type careers. It's one of the main motivators for coming to law school. And when they get here, those kind of jobs exist, but a lot of the literature they get and a lot of the messaging they get is created by big firms in Toronto. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that career path, and we have many fantastic and successful alumni who have had careers on Bay Street. But for some students who want, I don't want to say alternative because that makes it sound like Bay Street is the norm, but for some students who want alternative careers, I'll just use that term anyways, we've wanted to allow them to see the wider field. Maybe that field involves international law, maybe it involves working for a non-governmental organization, perhaps doing poverty law, perhaps doing clinical law, perhaps academia, work with government, work in Northern Ontario or in small towns and small firms and so forth. So what we wanted to do was to get an alternative careers officer who can focus on establishing relationships with employers basically outside of the Bay Street field.
A law degree really does open a lot of doors. We just have to give that information to students so that they can realize how many doors in fact can be opened. So hopefully this additional person will assist us in doing that.
I think that there's a lot of opportunity having a legal degree to be able to use it for the public interest, and even participating in pro bono work, for example, allows you to do that. I do think that there are a lot of opportunities in NGOs, working with the government, working even in progressive type firms, where you are able to help represent clients and really help them out in attaining the access to justice, really. And really helping to serve the clientele that have a more difficult time being served by the justice system.
One of our institutional themes is access to justice. And what this proposal really was about was access to justice in careers. And it was very much student-driven, I'm very proud to say that. And I think that even students who do intend on going the Bay Street route were very supportive of funding out of their own pockets a part-time careers officer who will focus on the alternative careers, and I was really gratified. It was really gratifying to see that as well.
I mean, those careers definitely exist, and it's just a matter of finding them in the right path for me.